This is Papa's Real Estate Podcast. So, on YouTube, welcome guys. Thanks for coming by. If you're new to this channel, my name is Papa. I do this every week. I'm on YouTube and talk about real estate. And on this week's topic, we are going to talk about should an investor get the loan in their individual name or get the loan in an LLC, a limited liability company. If you're a returning guest, well, welcome. Thanks for coming by again. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, comment below. Let me know what you think, share, and also hit that notification bell so that whenever I put in new videos, it will notify you that I have new ones on, and I put videos on every Thursday, and you will be one of the first people to get to see it. All right, let's talk about getting a loan in your own name first. Getting a loan in your name gives you access to a Fannie Freddie loans, government-backed loans in the US that are mostly lower interest rates. But they will ask for your blood sample, your DNA, and everything in order to get the loan, meaning that there's a lot of paperwork involved in getting the loan. But mostly they are 30-year fixed rate loans or 15-year fixed rate loans, and with lower interest rates as well. But they based it on your income that you make, and they want you to have a job for at least 2 years, a W-2 job, income, a steady income for at least 2 years, and you can qualify, meaning that you can support paying that loan and your other committed monthly expenses and all that stuff. All right, or you can get it into an LLC, a limited liability company. But in most cases, if you're going to get a loan in a limited liability company, they like to see a few things, meaning that you have this company and it's been in business for at least 2 years and have filed taxes for the last 2 years. And the company is preferably making money, because that company is what's going to be guaranteeing, or that loan for that mortgage will be in that company's name. Some banks will, even though you have an LLC, they want you to be personal guarantor on those names, but some, it doesn't matter. But should you get it in your own name or should you get it into an LLC? If you look at it, they all have their advantages and disadvantages, and it can also be personal preference. For example, let's dive deep into getting it in your own name. You're signing on those dotted lines saying you are responsible for paying those mortgages because you have sufficient income to support those mortgage payments. And if for one reason or the other you're not paying it, they're going to come after you as an individual. And if you get a bankruptcy or anything of that nature, it will stay in your record for a certain amount of years, probably like 7 years or so. And in that time, you can't qualify for, you're going to not be able to qualify for those Fannie Freddie loans. And you also have to have a good credit score. The minimum seems to be 580, but to get the best interest rate, it has to be around 740 or higher. That will give you the best interest rates. And if your debt to income ratio is less than 50%, that also gives you an advantage and easy to qualify for. But there's a lot of paperwork that goes with it. But I think it's worth it to go through all that paperwork to get that good loan, fixed rate for 30 years. You can pay it off anytime you want, but it's just set for those 30 years or 15 years if you choose to. But to get it into an LLC, the good thing is you put your loan into an LLC, and the money that comes in from those stuff most likely got to stay in that LLC. You can't take that money and use it for your personal stuff. And in most cases, you have to set up a bank account for that LLC as well, so that you're not taking money from that LLC and using it for your own personal expenses. I'm not no lawyer or legal advice or anything like that. So if you got to get into those LLC kind of stuff, make sure you check in with a lawyer or a CPA certified public accountant so they can help you set those up. Do not try to set it up by yourself, because it's very, very easy to set it up. Go online or go to your county or whatever you want to do it. You can easily do it. But to get out of it is where the problem comes. And if you own an LLC, you don't file taxes, well, Uncle Sam's gonna come knocking on your door as well. So and then you can't use the LLC money for your personal business or your personal use. It's called mingling of funds, and IRS don't like that. Uncle Sam don't like that. So you got to think about it. Is this worth me doing it or not? All right, let's look at it for people that flip properties. Those ones you tend to want to do it in an LLC because there's a lot of tax liabilities in flipping properties, because you're gonna have to pay short-term capital gains tax. You have to pay for all the employment taxes, social security taxes, and all the other tax. You know, you got to pay for all that as an LLC, especially a flipper. If you're doing flipping, if you're a long-term hold person, it's good to have an LLC, but you want to wait on getting an LLC while you lose on a deal, or you just want to go ahead and get it in your own name and later worry about getting it out of your name into an LLC, which also have its advantages and disadvantages, because there are things that are put into those mortgages backed by Fannie and Freddie, saying that if you change the name on the loan to a different person that's not you signing on that dotted lines, the bank can call you and say, hey, sir, come on up here. We saw that you changed the name on this loan and you're putting it in someone else's name or an LLC. So you have to pay that mortgage is due. So you got to pay the full amount or you got to put it back. So it happens rarely, but it's a risk that you're going to take when you do that. So those are things to consider. It's good to have an LLC. It gives you other layers of protection if you do it right. But if you do it wrong, you might as well not get it, because it's going to cost you more than just doing it in your own name. It will prevent other stuff down the line. I'm not going to get into all those legal stuff, but what I'm saying is, as a beginning investor, should you worry about getting an LLC to protect what you're getting, the investment you're getting into, or should you get in your own name? If you don't have anything to protect, first of all, why would you worry about protecting assets? So what I will say is, as a beginner, do what you need to do to get started. If that means doing it in your own name to get things started and later changing it into an LLC, go for it. But if you think you can get it into an LLC and start with an LLC as a beginning investor, hey, why not? You can do it once and for all, so you don't have to worry about it later. But you have to bear in mind that as an LLC, most banks want to see that it's in business for at least 2 years and it's making money, or at least it's filing taxes. Same thing with you as an individual. If you're getting a loan in your own name, the bank wants to see that you have a W-2 job steadily making money for at least a minimum of 2 years. So either way, there is some hurdles you have to jump through, some hoops you got to jump through to get to where you want to go to. So you as an individual is the one that has to decide, is there enough hoops, or is it worth going through those hurdles for either in your individual name or in an LLC? So you have to decide those. But anyway, I'm no legal advisor or an accountant or a lawyer or CPA or anything like that. I'm not giving you legal advice. I'm just trying to give you insight of which way to get started and which one you think you should do. But at the end of the day, it's an individual choice. Anyway, if you like what you hear, please don't forget to like, subscribe, comment below, hit that notification bell, so when I put in new videos, you can be one of the first people to see those videos on YouTube. And if you have any questions, any comment, any concerns, please put it down below on the YouTube channel. And I take my time to go back there, look at every single comment and try to respond to every single one of them. And if there is a topic you want to see or you want me to cover in regarding real estate investment, please put it down below in the comments and I will try my best to share what I know about it. And if I don't know anything about it, I'll honestly tell you I don't know about it. All right. Thanks for stopping by, and I'll see you next week. I put videos down on this channel every Thursday. So if you don't see a notification from me or you don't see a new video, make sure you look for my channel and look down there every Thursday. I promise I'll put a video in unless if something else is going on. All right. Thank you. And I'll see you on next week, Thursday. Bye.